So, the new F1 game isn't that far away, and with that, we are expecting news about what the game will have that the previous games didn't, and that's bravely assuming that there will be anything new at all. But I have decided to manage my expectations and compile this list on things I realistically hope are added to F1 23, in no particular order. Let's get straight into it. And just quickly make sure you guys like and subscribe, and if you want to stay up to date with my latest content, click the notification bell. Thank you very much. So first up, we're going to be talking player car design philosophies. Now this means you have the ability to choose how your car looks, from the side pod designs to the wings and much more. Obviously no two F1 cars are the same, and if you look at cars IRL you can see they have different design philosophies. So how this would work in game is obviously, say if you upgrade your car in career mode or simply for multiplayer when using your own car, you can change how different aspects of the car look, even if it's just 3 or 4 different looking parts for each key area of the car, with the potential for other variants to be unlocked through ranking up. It would be a step in the right direction and would offer more customization options and give our cars a more unique personal feeling. Next up, we are going to be talking improved AI. Now, the AI are very stupid. They make illogical moves and are generally just over-aggressive. They'll try to pull off ridiculous moves which can ruin the fun after a while. Obviously, drivers try stupid things in real life, but seriously, it's just a bit OTT in the game. In an ideal world, they would fine-tune the AI in F1 23 and beyond to just race more cleanly and know when not to try and make a move. And also when to get out of your way. Have you ever tried to do a warm-up lap in qualifying online or in career mode, and the AI is just slowing down when you try to let them pass? But the AI will be on a flying lap and you'll slow down, move out the way, and then they'll slow down with you and accelerate when you accelerate and slow down when you slow down. It's ridiculous, and I genuinely can't believe that's not been fixed. But yeah, to summarise, the AI in F1 23 needs to be better, otherwise it's just going to be another boring and tedious experience trying to race with them. Now, next up is an improved ranked mode, or an improved ranking system. Now, this is something I'm quite passionate about, as I personally do not see a point in playing a game without the intention of moving up the rankings and levelling up, etc. The current ranking system in the game is just pathetic and has been pathetic for a number of years. There's no consistency and nobody knows how you rank up, like what it takes to get to the next ranking. And it says a lot when the F1 mobile game has a better ranking system than the actual console and PC games. But fear not, as I have come up with a plan, an idea, a vision for what a ranking system could look like in F1 23. Now, I have tried to EA-ify it a little bit, but I do think this could work. So we would have 5 different rankings, starting with rookie, then bronze, then silver, gold, and finally champion ranking. Each ranking would have 3 tiers within, and you need to hit a certain amount of points to move on to the next tier. And with that, once you've hit the top tier and you complete that, then you'll move on to the next ranking, which if you start in rookie would then be bronze, etc. Then every month the rankings would reset, and at the end of the month you will get rewards based on your ranking. So obviously the rank that you have, and then as well as to be adjusted to the tier that you finished in within that specific rank. Here is what I see as some suitable rewards for finishing in the champion ranking. Obviously this isn't everything that you could possibly get, but for example I've got the champion cosmetic items bundle, which is like a livery, a race suit, a helmet and something else. And obviously some Pitcoin as a reward, obviously the in-game currency. And yeah, just something that keeps you coming back every month or so to get your rewards, and it's not a weekly reward thing like you get on FIFA. It's something that's a long-term in installments. Over a 31-day period, you'll come back to the game, keep trying to improve your rank, and it will separate obviously the poor drivers from the better drivers, because obviously if you can't win a race and you drive poorly, then you'll be in the lower tiers, and if you're winning, you're consistent, you're fast, then you'll be in the higher tiers and you'll get rewarded for it. So it will promote cleaner driving, because there's then the rewards that you can get, rather than as it is currently you just have a safety rating, which just makes no sense. And obviously the ranking system, there's no rewards, there's no payoff for the time that you put into the game. Next is an overhauled handling model. Now, the F1 22 handling model started out quite promising. It was far from perfect, but it had the makings of a good handling model. And then it didn't. The cars are just quite unrealistic. The curves are seemingly random when it comes to how they react to your car, and you can't put the throttle down in some gears without the risk of spinning. And even real F1 drivers have come out and said this. Like, Formula 1 drivers who do this for a living have come out and said that the game is wrong. Like, you just can't ignore that. Like, even going down to, and it pains me to have to talk about this, the supercars, they handle atrociously. They are so stiff, and even though they're not a popular feature, it just shows that they've just put very little care into the handling for this game now. Seriously, go back and play an older F1 game and tell me with a straight face that the handling is better than what we have now. It just isn't. If they could go back to something similar to what we've had before and improve it, then happy days. But for now, I just really do hope that they can overhaul it this year. Finally, we come to number 5, career mode changes. Now, it's the most immersive aspect of the F1 game, and I want to be immersed. We want to be immersed in what it's like to be an F1 driver. They need to add new features, add new cutscenes. Features could include, for example, more in-depth R&D, team meetings, the ability to upgrade staff, better sponsor negotiations, more realistic driving moves, less bugs, which is a given, but honestly, it should be as immersive as possible, and it just isn't. Now, obviously, they can't just flat out copy it, but I really do think they should take the F1 Manager approach with the little cutscenes they have, just the little intricate visuals and details. Now, that is an immersive F1 game. Right down to the menus, to the contract negotiations, and to the upgrades of drivers and staff and key personnel. It just feels so alive and feel like you're actually at the heart of an F1 team. And another little thing that I don't think should just be exclusively for career mode, but it would be pretty cool, is if you could change your race engineer, because I find Mark to be so much worse than Jeff. I actually really want Jeff back. Mark is not the one. If we could have a choice between Mark or Jeff, great. Or if they could get some, some funny little cameos. We could get a real-life F1 driver to put on a funny voice and be a race engineer. How cool would that be? Or even an ex-driver. Get Sebastian Vettel or Jensen Button as a potential race engineer. That'd be great. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you do align yourselves with some of my realistic wishes for F1 23. Let me know down below in the comment section what your realistic aims and hopes are for this game. Not aims, wishes. What your realistic wishes are for F1 23. What you think could be added and should be added. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.